Saint Laurent, or Yves Saint Laurent Beauty, has a new product, and it's called the Babydoll Kiss and Blush. It's $40 for 0.33 ounces, and the regular glossy stains are 0.2 ounces, and they're what, 35, 36? This is a lip and cheek stain as opposed to being just a lip color, but I feel like it's the next evolution of the glossy stains. So they had two colors. This fuchsia, which I did an earlier review on and I loved, like amazing in all ways. And then they did orange. This was like a preview where they just had two colors available, and I bought them both. The official line comes out end of April, but for right now the YSL Beauty site has all 12 colors available for sale and still in stock as I make this video. This is what it looks like, and I'll show you why I compare it to a glossy stain. I don't have a glossy stain in this kind of a color. The only one I have, well, all the ones I have are just very different. So this is a glossy stain. So like I said, I feel it's the next evolution where they took this thought, and instead of what I think a lot of companies do where they take a cheap color and try to apply it, to the lips, they did the opposite, which is really smart. They took a lip color and tried to make it work on the cheeks. So how do the formulas compare? First of all, the ones from which you get the formula are very similar. So this is the new Kiss and Blush, and it just has like a little pad in the middle, but other than that it's the same as the glossy stain. The glossy stain wand looks like this. And I'm going to do an outdoor swatch so you can see the color in like natural light, but if I swatch this orange, and it's called Orange Fougueux, it's the number 4 color, and it's like a tangerine, medium tangerine orange. It has kind of warmer yellow undertones, a warmer shade. That's what it looks like. That's my old glossy stain. The glossy stain stains more. This does stain a little bit, but not as much as the fuchsia and not as much as the glossy stain. So I actually shot this earlier and did such a bad job on the first video. I'm reshooting it, but the glossy stain formula is like that. And so the glossy stain formula is much more more watery than the Kiss and Blush. This is a thicker texture, but the glossy stain, it's also, this one's shinier. This is a matte. It's a creamy matte though. It does have a little glossiness to it. This particular shade has a little tiny, barely noticeable shimmer to it. Very little. Whereas the fuchsia, I didn't see any of that. The glossy stains tend to be shinier and they dry down a lot more. This stays, it's almost like a lipstick, but a wet lipstick. Not even a gloss, that's kind of a thicker texture. It's more like a lipstick feel on your lips. Even as it lasts longer and longer. On me, the blush lasted about 8 hours, and the lip color lasted about 4, given the fact that there was some staining going on. The fuchsia lasting a little bit longer than the orange. Love the way it applies to the cheeks. So I was able to build it up very easily on the cheeks, and with a color this pigmented, I'm always worried the first go round that I'm just gonna really like overdo it and look like a clown. So I first just dabbed very lightly and was able to blend that in incredibly easily. That's what's so great about the thicker formula. It doesn't kind of soak into your cheeks really fast. I do find it a little harder with the orange to apply it to my lips. I have to dip the brush in twice and be really careful to get a perfectly even application, where with the fuchsia I didn't feel like I took quite so much effort, but you can see I did get a very even application. And so this will wear about 4, almost 4 hours. The blush about 8 hours, and I absolutely just love how this color looks on. I think it'll even look better in the summer. I'm not sure why they did 2 bright colors when we're just coming into spring, so we're all kind of pale, but they did. But now all 12 are available. I'm not loving the color on my lips, but luckily it's not a super bright orange or a super, I mean it's pigmented, but it's more coral, a little bit milky I think. Because when I first saw this I thought, oh, well, it does have that slight coral milkiness to it, which is nice. Softer. They say, kiss your cheeks, blush your lips, play with color, and mix and match your lips and cheeks. They say they have 2-in-1 blendable air whipped mousse, which beautifully highlights your lips and cheeks with a sensual soft matte finish. And like I said, this is one of the few formulas that actually on me works both on cheek and lips, which is really great. I also love the buildability of it. I love that you get kind of this satin dewy finish even though you still get the matte. I'm a huge matte fan. And what else did I like? I like how buildable it is. I like it all. I don't love this color on my lips, I have to admit. Not sold on orange lips on me personally, but I do love it as a blush. And as far as the formula is concerned, this is unbelievable. They did just such a great job because, first of all, it's something you can carry in your bag really easily, and you really can get great coverage as a blush and then also on your lips. I also feel like these days, the matte stuff is just a great thing to have in your arsenal because so many of the products are coming out that are just super glittery. It's sometimes hard for me, I feel, to not have too much glitter on my face because so many of the products have a lot of glitter. And I think I said this doesn't dry down, but that's it. I really love the formula. I'm excited. At $40, it's pricey. It's Yves Saint Laurent, but given the size, it's, you know, about a half and again, so it's about 1.5 of the glossy stains, which are what, 35? It's not a bad deal. And then the wearability, it just is consistent formula that wears really beautifully and looks great as it kind of wears down, whereas a lot of things might cost less, but they don't wear quite as well. And the naturalness of the colors, even though they're bright and pigmented, I was very impressed by. I think that's it. If you have this, I would love to hear it, especially if you have those shades. I debated in my fuchsia video whether I should keep this orange or not. I would love to hear what people think, whether I should have kept it or returned it. Suggestions for other videos, please subscribe on YouTube. And then also I'm doing a novel on YouTube called Masks, which talks about makeup and the masks we wear, and I'm putting it chapter by chapter, and we'll put a link in the video.